All right, guys. So, welcome back to the cafe. Do you have your drink or your tea? Well, I have my tea. Okay. So make sure you have some. I don't know, your tea, your coffee, your whatever, because we gotta talk. Okay. And so today I want to discuss um, the practical guide to love, because for whatever reason the practical guide to love is not getting any love anywhere. Like, I was looking at like the reviews and everything. So this came out a couple weeks ago. We are now 6 episodes. Wait, no, we are 8 episodes in right now, and I think in the next couple of days a new episodes, the next two are going to be coming out. But I want to talk about the practical guide to love because I, for me, I feel like, and I think I'm like the only one right now that is enjoying it. I don't see no, I see some reviews saying that they like it, whatever, but mostly I see that people are just not feeling it, and I want to know why. And we're gonna discuss. We're gonna have a little chit chat about it because I want to know if you guys are still watching, because I am, and I'm actually surprised that I like it as much as I do. So let's talk about it. Okay, so and if you don't know, like the Practical Guide to Love, if you haven't seen it yet, then it is it's a drama that is, I think it's the rom com, but it's essentially a romance. And what it is, it's about the story of our young lady, Wu Young, who is successful in her life within her career, but she is unsuccessful in love. So she's trying like the dating scene, right? So she's doing the blind date scene. So that we're there, and she essentially gets torn between like two different dates. One who is one what taste off we have, who is very successful, awkward, and pretty much just kind of a mellow guy. The other guy who's younger, Jisoo, who's younger, doesn't quite have everything in his life right now. A little bit more not settled. So she's torn between the two. That's the storyline. So it's that's the romance here. So here's the thing. And initially with this, I going into this drama, I actually was like, okay, my bias is definitely going to be with Taeseok, who is our or Taeseok, who is our older guy, the one that pretty much got his head on his shoulders and stuff. Because I'm like, you can you beat that? When somebody has their head on their shoulders already, like, can you really beat that? Um, and and obviously the other guy wasn't. I kind of figured he would give off like, yeah, the younger guy vibe, whatever that means. So that was my bias going into it. The first couple episodes I was watching, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm thinking that like with Taeseok, I think that with him, he's just. I thought that he would be like he would have like some like secret, but with him being like so put together or seemingly put together on the outside. I thought that he would have like some like backstory secret or something like that. And I thought that the younger guy, Jisoo, would be the one that was going to kind of like loosen her up a bit. But I'm wrong in that, in a sense, because that's not how it's been going. I mean, she's still kind of torn between the two, but I think that it's clear who she was going to like end up with anyway. So if you haven't seen it, you can probably like scroll away, watch it, and then come back, and then we can talk about it, because from here on out there are going to be some spoilers. So up to our 8 episodes, like I said, I am still watching it because I'm kind of invested in who she's going with. But the thing is that like I think it's clear that she is more into Taste Up. I think that was clear in the beginning. When I saw the like the reviews of the people who have not who don't really enjoy it, a lot of them were saying it's because they have second lead syndrome. And for me, that is like just the furthest from the truth for me, because I feel like Jisoo, who is our younger guy, is he gives off young. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it doesn't necessarily like it was unmatched, to be honest with you, because he gives off young. He doesn't seem like he would be like the fun type. Like, I just kind of feel like he's very green, and almost has like a very childish mindset. Like, he and when she was kind of like going back and forth, like when she came in encounters with him, and like she would almost like blatantly say, like, give off friend vibes, like, or put him in the friend zone. It was like he couldn't take the hint, and it was just more so him wanting to like get the girl, and almost tantrum-ish. Like he wasn't throwing a tantrum, but it was kind of tantrum-ish to me. How his reactions was like. He kind of felt it that she was more into Taeso. I mean, it was just clear. Um, so I mean, there's it. I feel like he is. It's already clear. Like I wish. And you know what? And I will say though too. I feel like she was kind of leading him on. So it does seem that she was. Um, I don't want to say she was seeming like she was introduced to. It just seemed like she was kind of like leading him on. It's clear that he likes you. He says it all the time. Like he wasn't being like um awkward or shy about it. It was just more so she wasn't. She was entertaining it, but she wasn't. You know what I mean? She was just giving him like it's a little bit to go off of, but not too much. You know, she was showing that she wasn't interested. It was clear. But then when you get into taste soap, so taste soap, I feel like I'm glad that it wasn't. My theory was not correct when I said okay, I think he's probably have like some type of dark secret and like some backstory and he's sick or something like that. I'm glad it wasn't that because for some reason like you get tired of like that same like oh my god, there's a tragedy that they had in the past and blah blah. So far for him, we just know that he is just awkward and but I mean he's grown man in it. He and I saw some people, a lot of people, not some, a lot was saying like he's just boring, he's a snooze fest. But it's like, but you cannot beat him having his head on his shoulders, knowing what he wants. And yeah, he wants marriage, but obviously, I feel like she wanted that too because she has everything that she doesn't have to want for anything right now, and so right now she wants to date. So obviously, that's like what she was going for in the first place. So it was clear that who she was like was going to end up with in the first place. But I like Taeso because even though he's boring, I think it was good to see him kind of come out his shell. The only thing I would say with Young is that like I wish she would have had some type of like um something restricted in her that the younger Jisoo could have brought out of her. Because this triangle to me is just seeming as if it's just looking like you just got this little youngin that wants his Nuna, and he's just not, and she's just not going for it. It's like a kid with a crush. That's how he's been portrayed in this role. Like I wish he was like the playing field should have been much more even. You know what I mean? But and it kind of makes me feel like Tae-Sop and Young, like this romance story could have been well just with them two and not this other third party. But then that's not the storyline. So there's that. But I mean, even at the end of the day, like I'm still liking it because I'm trying because I think mainly because I'm trying to see like what she. I think this is why I'm still like tuned in because I am like on edge to see whether or not if there's going to be a twist or not. My dog. I'm on edge to see whether or not it's going to be a twist because in the back of my mind, I'm just like, you know what? If they pull another love alarm, I'm just going to throw like I don't know potatoes or something at this TV because because at the end of the day, it's not necessarily like this is a drama that's like through the moon, you know, recommending to everybody. But I mean, I am shocked that a lot of people don't like it as much as I do because I feel like I'm tuned into this one more than I am like some of the other rom coms that were released recently. So I mean, I just guess we just have to see. Like, I'm still on Taste Upside. Obviously everybody is on Jisoo, but I don't understand like what is the deal with Jisoo? Like, why everybody like him? Like, is it because of the visuals? Um, I don't know. Is it because of the visuals? Now, let's get to the second cast or couple, whatever. Now, when you're getting into the visuals, if you ask me, I feel like the second couple is pretty fun, and I think they have some good visuals there. Like for me, Wee Young's friend is more appealing to the eye than Jisoo, like the second male lead, because I'm like if you ask me, like I love to see like some meat on their bones. Um, so the second couple is actually, I mean, visually, I like the two of them. Um, But yeah, I mean, I guess, and I like how like he's oh we Young's friend. I don't remember his name, but I like how he's kind of like aloof a little bit, and how they balance each other, like with the friend and the coworker, how they balance each other out more so than We Young and Taste Soap. I don't know. Well, I feel like they balance each other out, but it comes more to We Young and Jisoo. I feel like don't wouldn't balance each other out in the first place because again, like he's not offering anything um that she doesn't have already. You know what I mean? He kind of just seems whiny to me, and it's like I mean, is he fun? We don't even know if he's fun because they haven't done anything fun. Like is he taking her out of her comfort zone? We don't know because he's not doing anything. But all he does is just like he and then he has this complex, with his stepmother or soon to be stepmother and his dad. I mean, come on now. If you were someone who had to choose between someone who had their head on their shoulders and got it, know they want in life, maybe a little bit boring, over someone who is maybe not not boring but not fun and has like mommy daddy issues, who doesn't have all the heads on his shoulders, like what would you choose? Like seriously, I really think that Jisoo does not have anything to offer, but that's just me. So I don't know. For those of you out there who has second lead syndrome with this drama, if you're still watching it, why? Let me know why, because I actually want to know. Because I don't, and this is like one of the ones I'm there's not normally I'm on like everyone's side when there's like second lead syndrome. It's most times obvious, but not this time. So yeah, I don't know. You guys tell me why, and with this theory though, like with this kind of matchup, like I want to hear your opinions as well. So make sure you guys comment and let me know what y'all think about it, and don't forget to don't forget to follow, don't forget to subscribe, you guys. Okay, and thank you so much for tuning in to the cafe. Let's chit chat another time, you guys.